This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buffaloes will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Kelly. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Blue Hens offense takes the field to start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
The Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. The punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Slips through the line. And there he goes. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Colorado's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Salter. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Looking for space. It's Silver. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks the tackle. Got the first down and more.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. And the Blue Hens can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Unleashes one deep. He took a shot at the end zone and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down. The Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Blue Hens really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
He's going to take off. It's complete. Trying to get it in. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the 2nd. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Salter. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The 50, the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Delaware! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but they've been in a dogfight so far and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over San Jose State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Running back searching for a hole. And the Buffaloes get enough for the first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Motion from the back. Direct snap. It's Gibson. The Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Salter. He's going to let it go. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lewis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed over the middle, it's Patterson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On the run, fires downfield. Makes a connection. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Fires one high and deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Delaware. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Power football with the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll line up for a second down play. On the run, it's Hayden. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go. And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Looking downfield, it's Salter. Now he's going to break the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory. He's running free down the middle. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bucks! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lewis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He's loose down the left side. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Delaware.
And that is exactly what this offense needed to have happen. They had to come up with a big drive, with a big touchdown here at the end of the quarter. That's going to help their confidence. They've now got the lead heading into halftime.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
The Blue Hens will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Salter. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Gibson. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. This would have been a massive field goal try from 55 yards out. Instead, they'll go for it and try to convert on 4th down. Turning on the Jets. Turning it on. Touchdown, Colorado. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Hand off from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Punt is in the air. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it...
There he goes! All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Back to pass, it's Salter. Makes the catch, it's Welch. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to it.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside for the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Going to look downfield again. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the
Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Gets away from one, finds room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Silver. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I like that this offense is continuing to try to stay balanced and hand him the football and show confidence. He put the ball on the deck last week. They still rewarded him, still giving him the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Lots of running room. And he'll be run out of bounds. And these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Buffaloes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Now they'll try the right side. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Bucks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Working that wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Blue Hens want to crank the tempo. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Offense, quick tempo.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Blue Hens now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. They get to him as he throws. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Buffaloes are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. To the air, it's Salter. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down, he'll throw it. Wide open downfield. Oh, they knock it free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Quarterback running on the draw. Makes it past the marker. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.